This player messaged me convinced they'd played like absolute garbage the entire game. And then they went and did this. Good aim, clean kills, even held their nerve in clutches. So why did they leave the game feeling like they didn't play well? And I think a lot of you have probably felt the exact same. The thing is, it's most likely not your aim or mechanics. It's everything that happens between your gunfights that makes you feel irrelevant. And today we're going to fix that. Whenever I review a VOD, the first thing I look for isn't utility or positioning, it's simple. Can this player actually win fights? In this case, absolutely yes. Your mechanics are solid, so don't worry about that because your main problem is your decision making. And every round where you felt irrelevant came from one of these three things: information, space, and utility. So let's break them down. Pause here. Before you swing, what information do you actually have? You don't jump peek, you don't use any utility. You're simply hoping no one is holding you. And this time they are, and with an operator. This isn't an aim mistake, this is an information mistake. Same thing here, you never clear the close right corner, and a few seconds later, you do the same thing again. You also didn't wait for your teammate. Both of these deaths happened before you even made a meaningful decision. Then this round, nobody has eyes on A main for the whole round. An enemy could easily be there, but you play like the possibility doesn't even exist. That's information you never collected and it costs your team rounds. So to help fix this, every round keep asking yourself these two questions. What information do I know? And what information am I missing? If you can't answer them, then get the answers. This is the biggest reason you felt irrelevant. Not because you weren't alive, but because you weren't affecting the round. Watch the timer on this clip. You basically do nothing for 15 whole seconds. You're alive, but you're not creating pressure, you're just watching the round happen. And that's what irrelevant actually looks like. Then other rounds. You rotate too late, or you make noise while your teammates are already applying pressure somewhere else. Every action should have a purpose. Good players don't just take space, they turn it into something like pressure or a kill. The moment you've taken control of an area, ask yourself, how do I make this actually matter? If you don't have an answer, you probably shouldn't have taken that space yet. Finally, your Reyna utility. The issue isn't that you never use it, it's that it often isn't creating an advantage. Here in this clip, you could stay tree, wait to flash, force the enemy to deal with it as the entry site. Instead, you just back up and the round ends later with you still having utility. Then there are flashes that nobody follows, flashes that are thrown too deep, dismisses into open space, and each decision throws away value your abilities could have created. So, before every flash, ask yourself two questions. What's this ability trying to achieve, and who's taking advantage of it? Because a flash nobody swings off isn't helping anyone. And when you're about to take a fight, ask the question, if I get the kill, where am I dismissing to? So, why did you leave this game thinking you'd played badly? Because people remember gunfights, they don't remember decisions. You remember missing a shot, but you don't remember giving away information. You remember dying, but you don't remember wasting 30 seconds of map control. Those small decisions don't feel important until you stack them all together, and that's when you become invisible in your own games. But what's the good news? You already got the hard part done. Your aim is solid, you stay composed, you don't overheat after getting a kill, and your mechanics are just overall good. All we're doing now is we're replacing some of your bad habits to make you start impacting rounds more. And that's a much easier problem to fix. So here's your homework. And don't try fixing all of these all at once. Just remember these three questions every round. What information do I have? What space can I take safely? What advantage is my utility creating? If you keep answering those three questions, you'll stop autopiloting through rounds and start impacting them. So the main thing to take away from this video is that better aim wins fights, but better decisions win games. Also, if you'd like me to review one of your VODs like this, the coaching link is in the description. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe since I've got plenty more coming.